Exactly.
You deserve, so go get it.
We're definitely compromising our values and our belief systems too, just to please a partner. You know what I mean? Most times, avoiding conflict. But one thing I always see is like when we get before a relationship, we have this grandiose thought process to make it out the hood, get rich, figure our life out, and we can do it. But then we get so distracted in a woman, and that becomes our purpose, pleasing this woman. And then sometimes you can, if you don't hold on tight, you can lose it. And you can lose years. That happened to me, bro. I literally...
you talking right now because
I lost 8 years of making sure this person was off right. And they pretty much just said, fuck me at the end of all that. Bro, I had 2 jobs. I was going to school, had a business, paid all the bills, and it still got left.
I had to detach from... I had detached from... So for some friendships I had to rekindle, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so invested in her that I couldn't, it was difficult for me it was difficult for myself and challenging for myself to balance her family and friendships, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so focused on making her happy, you know what I'm saying? However, we do also need that boundary to where she's able to be like, or she can see like, yo, you doing a lot for me, like, let me do something for you, number one, or you don't have to do that. If she states something similar, like, oh, you don't got to do that. Like, come on, like, go enjoy your time with your friends. I love go enjoy your time with your friends as you know. Like, I'm sorry. When she tell me, yo, go have fun. No, I mean, like, potentially not fun, but, yo.
Yeah, I mean.
Because I do that. Like, if I'm in a relationship, yo, I want you to be outside. I want you to go. I want you to go outside.
Hallelujah.
I want you to go outside. Like, I want you to go have fun with your girls. Bye. Get the hell out of my face. Whoa. But respectfully.
Gotta add that respectfully part.
I said that before, like, bye, get out of my face. But it's respectful though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, like, go have fun. Like, we was together all fucking week.
Yeah, I think like y'all, when you together every day, it's not good.
Yeah.
Because you start to lose yourself. Cause like honestly, I couldn't even do this if I had like one of those girls. That's why I don't date cancers, by the way, anymore in my life. All my
signs, man.
The clangers. Me, I literally be
Leo.
Oh shoot. Oh damn, I'm fuck with you, man. Leo. But nah, but it's crazy with the but
no. Oh. I'm a Virgo.
Okay, we right behind me.
Pretty much. But it's my experience with cancers. Like they're the ones that be like, where you at? The North Philly joint was a cancer.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yo, bruh, it was the bad point. I remember one time I was like, yo, I'm just trying to finish this book. And she was like, yo, you better not be reading to these bitches. Like, I was like,
so
yeah.
So she just randomly said that.
Yeah, like, in text.
Yeah, maybe she was joking.
I hope.
Nah, that...
She was like blowing me up.
Is it frequent joking? Was it frequent joking? Like, you know
it was a little too much.
She thinking something. I'm not gonna say she thought something was going on, but that's all. That's not insecurity. Me and joking that much.
I was like, hey, yo, I couldn't do nothing, bro. I was like with the friends. She helped me in the house. She like visit the house. She would visit the crib and be there for a whole week. And she'd be like, why you looking at your phone? Who you talking to?
I wasn't that there. I wasn't that there.
But like she was offering the good thing. She was nasty, so it wasn't like we was just like she was keeping me prison.
But that's funny that you said.
It's like I felt like a sex slave for a week. My bro's like, I haven't talked to you in a week, bro. I was like, I know, man.
And then it's like now it's like you settling for some bullshit too, because like there is like you only was kicking it with her or staying around with her because she was a freak.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it was. I was
like you
and then she would talk shit about her friends.
The freak, but it's like we know damn well that ain't
it.
In this mix right now.
And then she would talk shit about her friends to make me more mad because I don't like when girls be talking too much shit about their friends
that they hang with.
Yeah,
that's bad. That's red flag.
Or then she'd be like, she'd be like, oh, you should see my girl. I'll be telling my girlfriend what we be doing together and where we be going, and she'd be like, I wish my man do it, and I'd be like, well, you shouldn't have dealt with a thug, you know what I mean? Because he be in the house all the time. Yeah, but I feel like
comparison is not.
Yeah, and he be comparing friends. I'm like, hey, yo, and that's why I couldn't be with her. I was like, first of all, you comparing all this shit.
That's the reality.
What?
Yeah,
that's the reality. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what they say. Comparison is death of reality. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah, bro.
So I was like, I got her. So I dropped her off, had to block her. She called me from 7 numbers. I think I got her name in my phone. It's like name number 1, name number 2, name number 3, name number 4, name number 5. She got like 5 numbers in my phone still blocked.
Yeah, see,
I won't lie. I almost spent the block like a year ago, but you know.
That's a line of toxicity that I'm cool with.
Please, I feel like y'all guys, y'all know.
But she hit me
y'all
up.
Y'all have a certain season where all of y'all just like spin the block.
Mm-hmm. No, she spin the block on me. She was like, "Hey, do you know who this is?" She hit me up for real.
I wasn't expecting.
Holy shit, bro! That's a bad joint.
Oh my day, all right.
I'll spin it. It don't matter.
That's a bad joint.
But that's going back to me knowing, like, okay, well, I can definitely spin back on her because if she's single, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like we already know, like, it's not gonna be that. But I could definitely spin back on you. But it's really just gonna be, you know,
a fucking up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say fucking up. But I've done it before. But then we've low key like kept. We low key kept like a.
Y'all had a cycle.
Yeah.
Something that y'all kept going around and doing.
Yeah, but knowing damn well we're not being together. No, no, and that's not fair. That's not cool. But she never really.
So is that keeping yourself at like you know what I'm trying to say? Is that keeping yourself in a place where y'all don't want to be? Like, are y'all not fulfilling that need elsewhere because y'all want to low key stay where that was?
I think it's like just quenching the thirst. Because the thirst people, you be trying to be a good man, give up all your hoes, and it be a thirsty desert for a minute, just trying to get rekindled find the right woman, man. And then somebody gonna hand you some shit to quench the thirst, you like, I'm for it. I don't even lie. I be in the desert some months. And I be like, yo, is being a good man really worth it?
As soon as he talks, I'm just automatically just like, all right, shut up.
Nah, I be vexing her. That's what is that, SAT word? Vexing.
I don't know, but you definitely do that.
I've been knowing the shit out of her. But that's what it is though. Like, y'all don't be going through the thirst, and you just be like, is it really to the point where you kind of celibate how thirsty you is at this point?
But you saying, say that again?
Like, you don't be like in the desert for multiple months just so you can isolate yourself from the toxicity to get with, like, you open up for a better type of person, but then you still waiting to date and get to know these better type of people.
Yeah, that's a bad.
And then you just like, yo, I could use, you know, some yeah.
So that's exactly what make y'all spin the block too, right?
Yeah, and I be looking at my phone just like, I should call one and go home.
You do know we not looking good on this joint right now, right? we not looking alright on this joint right now.
People spinning the block. Oh my god.
Nah, that's okay. This is it's an introverts podcast. What, and you're like, yo, introverts think like this? Yo, they probably like tomorrow.
Yo, I'm sorry. Like, we definitely not looking.
But we being honest.
We in the hot seat.
We definitely in the hot seat. Man, we definitely settle for less than we deserve. You know what I mean? Just to avoid being alone. And that's what we do when we spin the block. Because think about it. If you giving us that like, just that affection we want, we cool for a little bit. But eventually we're going to want something deeper. Because infatuation.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes a good majority of the time I spend the block because I want something.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not even front.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
From listening to what y'all saying, like a lot of y'all settle because of
the thirst.
Sorry to say, that's what it.
None of that. I'm not offended about.
I'm not.
It doesn't seem like it's because of mental attributes or like, you know, anything deeper than the surface. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like if y'all would just like get to know women and actually put forth y'all best like
foot. Not the cliche.
I know that's too cliche to say.
Yeah,
I need to get more technical with y'all because I feel like it's too surface level. I feel like all of this stuff is like it's not getting to the nitty gritty. Y'all settling because y'all not thinking deeper than what y'all want.
When you had me and Jamar was just talking, and I was saying that as men we definitely have to start learning ourselves, and we have to start like doing things by ourselves to actually learn who we actually are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like go for a walk by yourself, go to like do an activity by yourself. I've been starting to get into that vibe because I'm doing all of this. Like, you was like literally you just said everything that I want to do. I want to start to learn who I am so I can know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Because like if you don't know you, that's everything starts with you, for real. Like that's
Absolutely.
really it. Everything starts with you. So like if you don't know exactly who you are, you're gonna settle. You're gonna settle, and that you're gonna settle. You're gonna settle.
If you don't know who you are and what you want,
You're gonna settle for anything.
And I really do feel like I'll be settling.
I'll be like, man,
And
wherever's
I feel like
wherever's
that's
on the
a lot.
plate.
But I of course I like the people I date. Like I really like them. You know what I'm saying? But however, it's like I need to broaden the horizons. I'll say.
By the end of the day, we gotta start doing like evaluation, like not checklists, but be like, yo, can this person, do I actually see this person in my future? Do I actually see us having a nice future? Or are we just gonna be two people together stuck because we're not really compatible?
How would that change how y'all move?
Because like, all right, first of all, let's go back to how like, all right, it's like certain compatibility is like it's almost like everything in relationships, right? Because we was talking about it earlier. You could be like two different people just because you dated doesn't mean like that's a bad person if it don't work out. Y'all just was compatible. That might be the right person for another person. So it really depends on what y'all mission is. If y'all get together and all y'all care about is just fun, when will y'all ever care about something serious?
Yeah.
I've been in those situations where we just having a blast. We going out, we doing nothing. We ain't hitting no goals. We distracted.
So when when it get dark, are you able to are you able to emotionally be there, or are you able to emotionally be there for each other when shit get dark? Like, you know what I mean? Like anything can pop off.
Also, like eventually when you get serious, you're gonna both be in the building phase. Are y'all both able to be in the building phase when it's a little bit more boring?
Yeah, that's the thing about when that marriage thing, because there's gonna be some times where like you're gonna have to.
You might have to give a year being bored.
You gotta spice it. You gotta keep that spice going. Because after like 10 years of marriage, you might be looking at her like, ugh.
Right.
But you gotta make sure it's knowing your potential and knowing who you want to potentially be with is challenging as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like for me, and I'm not speaking on men part. I'm speaking for myself. It's challenging as hell because it's like. It can be chilling and it can look good for like 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the potential of the marriage is there. I can see it. But then I must not have been in the space to where I would actually perform and actually want to be in a marriage.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And it's challenging for me. It's challenging for me to actually see it because I honestly I feel like I haven't dated enough. I haven't been in enough relationships to actually know what's up. Like for real. I know I need to really get more out here and dating and know different types of women, different types of personalities and stuff because I do need to broaden my horizons.
Yeah, I feel you on that, John, man. I feel like because I keep going just settling for less. My fear keep happening, and I keep outgrowing Jones, or they don't be where I'm going.
Right.
They're not gonna be going where I'm going.
Right.
And it gets to a point where I remember I was trying, somebody was like, oh, you think you better than me because you doing this, doing that. And I'm like, no, I just got a schedule I got to keep to, and I got routines. Like, nah, we together, so you gotta stash that shit. So when we need to be there, we gotta be together. You gotta pick up my calls. Nah, I got this, and this. Yeah. I got school, and you don't actually. You kind of just. And my whole thing is if I'm trying to help build the foundation for what we got, you kind of just stealing the bricks and tossing them motherfuckers.
So how you find yourself in those situations where you're like settling and you're like struggling to, like, I don't know, relate to the person that you're with because they're not what you expect them to be.
Man, that's all I gotta say. It's a story of a mad black man. All right, I be settling because
No, I'm listening. I'm saying like I want to read something.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one drawing, and we gonna read this drawing. I said pretty much like I blame it on post nut clarity.
Damn, you took it there. All right, what you got to say? just ignore that.
So there was a quote that I seen from Denzel. Denzel said this.
Thank you, Denzel.
A man settles where he finds his peace. Not beauty, not money, not status, not anything else but peace. And that's
it.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the reasons y'all get into these relationships and situations that don't work is because the main thing is sex, physical attraction, and like
good times.
Surface, surface level stuff. Yeah. Like you don't dive in deeper. You don't know that this bitch is crazy. She's gonna flatten your tires, and she's gonna mentally abuse you. So
I'm cool. Yeah, that's the piece. Yeah, at my age right now, my piece is everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. Like I need your piece to be everything too. I want you to go ahead over there and go sit in that corner and meditate, and I'll be back. Or go for a walk by yourself. And don't listen to nothing.
I think like sometimes like ladies don't know what peace is for a guy. Where it's a location where we can take off the boulder of the societal pressures and we can be emotionally and mentally vulnerable.
I agree. I'm glad you brought that up because like I really can't recall when I actually knew what peace was to a partner.
Well, we can be emotionally vulnerable. You know what's crazy? I remember one girl I was dating, she was so for me, and then when she got to know me, it was over. And I was like, I know why it was getting over. Because she liked my business persona. So she like hanging out with me when she was like, oh, this man, he in charge. He doing this. He getting this shit done. But at home, you a different man than what the outside world shows. You a more caring, like low, like chilling dude than what society believes you to be outside of them doors. And you want to relax and show your girl your vulnerability. Right. But some girls don't know how to, that's not what they attracted to, actually.
They don't know how to accept vulnerability.
They don't know how. Yeah.
How do y'all show that y'all are vulnerable?
I'll cry right now in front of you. I've done it plenty of times. I broke down plenty of times in front of my girls. Like, and I'm not ashamed of it. But sometimes I do get that urge to be like, all right, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. Like, because like, I'm not going to lie, like, this is a whole nother topic, but crying feel good shit. I'm sorry. Like, it feels good. And like, as men, we need to cut it out. Cut it out. Like, stop being this tough guy. Stop being this, oh, I'm good. I don't need to be crying. But that's the vulnerability. I'm not saying that she needs to see it. However, like, that'll become easier for you to accept. Like, all right, let me just. That's human. That's a human being. If you're being a human being, we cry. We are human. Like, or we get emotional. We get upset. We get like, and it depends on when I say upset, it depends on how you react to certain, situations. However, but like, cry that shit out. I say that shit all the time. Cry that shit out. I'll tell that shit to my brothers. Like, my best friends. Like, cry it out. I don't need to hug you. Just cry it out. If you're gonna hug, I'm right here. But that's the vulnerability that I feel like women don't see often because we want to be this tough guy. Or we want to be this person, like this man, like, oh, I don't need to be crying in front of people. Like, they cut, like, when I was in a relationship, they call all my emotions. They call everything. And that's kind of like, that's just me being a human being, though. I'm not hiding it, though. I'm not going to hide it. Like, sometimes I might, like, like, be in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, getting emotional or whatever about something. However, like, I will let her know what was wrong. Like, what was wrong. Like, even though it's something I may not feel like crying in front of her, but I'm going to let her know what's wrong.
Also, like, do something. If we at the crib and my man crying,
right,
you should know him enough to do a gesture for him. I was in a situation where I'm with this person for years and you don't even know how to cheer me up.
Like, yeah, you don't reciprocate.
You have never reciprocated to the point where you don't even know how to cheer me up. You have never seen me this depressed. Nigga, I got holes in my intestines from stress and just trying to keep everything together. You don't know what the fuck's going on with me. And you don't never ask, you don't care, and you just literally are like, you're just not showing me this, or you don't care about. I'm like, yo, you never asked why I'm not.
But what I can say though, we can't assume that they supposed to know how to react to that.
Yeah, you said that because I was.
We can't assume that they know how to react to that
because first of all, y'all don't even show y'all emotions that much. So even when a woman does experience a guy who does show their emotions, we don't know what the fuck to do with that.
Yeah.
Hug a nigga.
Not right off the bat.
Yeah, hug me.
Oh yeah, I mean that's you know that's standard. But like, what else?
Yeah.
Like I it's automatic. I'm like, oh my god, babe, no, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You can tell me but what do you need after that?
Like, I honestly like.
I don't like. Do you just need a pat on the back?
Sometimes, honestly,
get better soon.
Yeah. Like, all right, well, I got this.
You don't know how to support y'all emotionally because y'all don't show y'all emotions.
But like, all right, let's say this: we like $300. We're missing $300 for the rent. I remember I said that shit, and she's like, "Well, I guess you just got to work overtime." And this bitch didn't have a job. You could have worked.
Technically, that was the proper. If she don't have a job and y'all are already $300 back, that means you definitely.
I don't got time.
I feel like you thought that hurt. You thought you wanted.
But I'm going to school 5 days and going to work 5 days a week.
You wanted a different reaction. You wanted a different like. All right, so what you like?
Get a job.
What you want, like? Not like what you want me to do, or it's like, all right, so how can I help?
You could ask that.
Like, how can I help? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and we like, you got 2 weeks to make $300. You can make that shit in 2-3 days instead of me being tired as fuck.
3 days, but it's still going to take 2-3 weeks for the check to come.
Nah, I mean, we got Lyft and Uber now, bro. It's the gig economy.
And then you need to lift the Uber money right then and there. So, still.
At least some help, motherfucker.
She technically wasn't wrong.
But like overtime would have been killing me. Like I was doing full-time school. I was doing 13 credits and doing full-time school. I mean, full-time work and then 13 credits.
That definitely.
That's a lot.
A little crazy. But she knew that she couldn't do nothing.
And
she didn't. And I came home and cooked, and she didn't cook. I was like, yo, this is what I knew.
But you had to come home and cook. Poor thing.
Nah, they definitely don't. We like she said, we definitely don't show our vulnerability enough. I don't know why we don't.
Because we gotta be a man.
Y'all complain that y'all don't have a safe space for it.
Yeah, but I don't understand why men why we are
so tough.
Yeah, and but I really feel like it may become it's probably daddy issues, missing daddy issues, or someone told you, like it would when all right. That was quick sidebar. When you are a child, if you was to tell a child stop crying, what you crying for? That's triggering when you become older because
now you think that you're not meant to cry.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's a child.
Yeah,
it's a child. This hurts. Like I fell. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you get your heart broken, and men get their heart broken
all the time.
I've had my heart broken, and it hurts. I was effed up. I was done. I got depressed after that a little bit. Like when she left me, yeah, I got depressed as hell. And we do. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, like, men get depressed, but that's like we don't show it. Like, yeah, I'm good. We just start being vulnerable because
we still gotta pay the bills. Yeah, we still gotta do this. Society.
We still want to portray, or we still want to give our all to society, and we only human.
Society whooping our ass.
Yeah.
We built the shit, and it's whooping our ass. Yeah. Especially black men, we be getting our ass whooped. Yeah. We getting punched on. Be like, damn, like, can we get a fair? It's not a fair. It feel like being a black man. There's not a fair day, and we don't got no one on your side. It feels even worse, bro.
I feel like black women are always on black men's side.
Oh yeah, they are. No, absolutely they are. And
if anything, we're at the forefront.
Yeah,
of being on your side against everybody else. Like even y'all own niggas be fucking y'all over, and then y'all always got a girl to fall back on. No.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. No, you're right.
All right.
Because that is true. That is true. Because like if we out on the streets or we out, if we have a situation with a best friend or something, and then we come home and we bitching about it. So our girl.
Too.
But then,
so our girl.
a lot of us girls get fucked over by that same nigga that we hold it down.
I feel that too. Like,
That's why y'all settle.
It's to the point where
that girl, that's what y'all do.
Nah, I don't think that's why we settled
That's
though.
not.
Nah.
I think that's why.
I think we all just like it's just how social media and like we got so many different messages hitting us now that it's making it hard to date. And then we got this massive dating pool now, which makes it feel like Netflix, but we'll date and we just swiping left and right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like I think even with like when men settle, just not to digress so much. When men settle, we're doing it because like it feel like the safest thing to do. Out of all this hard shit of dating, shit not working out, we settle it just because it feels like the safe thing.
And I feel like we touched that. I'm pretty sure we touched that. Comment like because we do. You spin a block, settling, and then I feel like it's a safe space because it's cool. Like like when we go back, it's gonna be the same energy and it's gonna be the same conversations and it's a safe space over there, and that's settling. That's settling. Because we never think like, I don't even need to be doing that. I don't even need to be. It's rare that we think that way.
But we need to start thinking, and this is how I think marriage and relationships are like the two income household thing. Is that's how you get wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's really how you get wealthy. It's a team. But here's the thing. Dating the wrong woman, and that's why I'm 10 times more careful. Dating the wrong woman, you together, that's your mastermind organization. She puts the most thoughts in your head out of every single person in your entire life. That girl that's right beside you. Marry the wrong one, that shit will ruin your life.
All the greatest men had a woman behind them.
A great woman. Let's add that adjective. Let's add some more adjectives.
A strong black woman that gets everything done behind the scenes but don't really give a fuck about no credit because her man is leading.
It's like on a real shit like it's never just one person who makes success. It is the girl. Like how much more focused. I could say one thing about being in a serious relationship for like 8 years. I was the most focused I've ever been in my fucking life. Like
you was focused on her?
No, growing.
Oh, okay.
Like shit was popping. Like I got this done. I got that done. I got this done.
Then she will help think of the things that you're not thinking of to get you there.
And that's what I mean. That's the magic.
That's what she's doing for herself.
And it's another thing when it comes like being like like dominant and whatever. Because I'm potentially I'm a potential dominant, but I've only dated potential submissive women.
For real?
Yeah. In my opinion, I'm not saying they were, but like, and I'm trying to retract from that, from being like the dominant one, and to be more vulnerable about it. So I want to retract from it and be a little bit more, submissive. Like I want her to take the lead a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for it though, but it's like if she can, that's a great job.
Also, Russia, if she can, that is a good thing because you never know what might happen to you or what season you might be in. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like who can we depend on? If
and they can be small too, bro.
It can be as small as
if we were to go out. This is so small, but if we go out, she's like, I'll drive. That's sexy as shit to me. I'm sorry for you, like, I'll drive. You can drive my car.
Yeah, right. Like, I'd be ready to give the keys up to the right person.
And then if she'd be like, no, we can drive, or she'd be like, but you all the way. Oh my God. Yeah, I did. I'm Kevin. She definitely said that to me before, but it's just sexy. It's just sexy. Like when they like put you out of the way. You know what I mean? Or like they tell us to put our wallet away, or let me take it.
I want you to act like you're gonna pay for it, so I can be like, nah, and pay for it. Cause at least you tried. Cause these other hoes ain't trying.
Don't act like you're gonna pay for it in front of me.
For real?
Yeah, don't do that.
I like getting a little mad about it. No, we don't do that here. Or I make eye contact with the server, like, nah, like what you think she gonna pay for it too? Nah, you good.
Play around like that because you for real. You pay for it.
Play what? Wait, I'm confused. So y'all talking about like when a girl
like take us on a date,
but we really don't want to pay and we offer to pay? Is that what y'all saying?
No, he potentially said like I guess we should act like she was paying.
Yeah, I like that. If they act like
but we don't have the true intention of paying.
I mean, you got the intention.
Like, the check come. I'm like,
we can't. All right, if I see you fumbling for your wire like that, I'm just saying. I'm like, I don't know, that little tricky over here. That's how a little tricky. A little reaching over here.
All right, so you just went. Oh no, I got it, and then no.
But on the contrary, I've had someone invite me out on a date and not pay for it. Right. And then we ran up the.
Wait, what?
She invited me on a date and she was like, "Oh, where you want to go?" And then the bill came. It was $160. You know, I picked the priciest thing because I'm a bad bitch, but so
they say. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But like, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I ain't calling you back. My mind was like,
she asked, so she asked you.
Yeah.
And how did you end up paying again?
Because I'm not gonna argue. I mean, she was just seemed very uncomfortable about it. I was like, I got it. I didn't feel like making her uncomfortable.
But she offered to go out.
Yeah.
Like she put it in your mind, like, hey, I want to do something tonight.
Yeah, like she hit me to the side. I was like, yo, what's up? I'm feeling you want to go out this next Friday? I was like, what?
And then that's a whole other conversation because I was asking who pays the person that the hell asked. Honestly, yeah, I get it though because I've never been.
She seemed uncomfortable. I was like, I got
freshly dating. I've never been asked to go out. I've always the aggressor. I was always the aggressor.
I'm learning. I gotta pick my pride to the side and take the risk because I'm more of an introvert. Man, I'll let somebody good slip through just because I'm like, I don't want to put the emotional risk of like getting to know.
Yeah,
and I gotta be okay with that.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, I'm funny as hell, and so I might pull the are you taking me out?
Mm-hmm.
You paying, right? I'll pull it. I'll pull it. You paying, right?
I don't know. It depends on what type of person you did.
That's why I need that sense of humor.
I take us out on dates, but you gotta take me out on a date first. If I like it, then I'm taking you out on a date.
No. So they gotta be.
It's a reciprocal thing.
They gotta be the leader.
Yes, basically. You gotta take me on a date. Let me know you're interested. Mm-hmm. Maybe a second date on you. Mm-hmm. But the third date definitely on me, if not the second.
I love that. I like that. I like that. When they can.
Because the second date, that lets me know, all right, like, you really feeling me? All right, great. You would take me out on more dates. So let me do this next one.
And what's even a little bit more comfortable is when, like, you know the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like somebody brand new. Like, which is kind of scary, too. Because I don't think I've ever, like, like, you go speed dating or something, or you meeting somebody on dating apps or something, and then it's a potentially, get into second and third dates. I've never experienced that. Like, dating someone fresh. It's always been like a mutual friend. So it's like, it's somebody that we don't hang around, that they don't hang around my friends or my people. However, I know who you know. Okay. So it's kind of like, it was comfortable. So now we can joke around. Now we can go out and, you got it. I went Dutch plenty of times because I was like, I gotta put something down. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'll pay, and this is I did this a bunch of times with my ex, and she was like, let me just get the tip. I get the tip. Then, but she'll just tip. I'll just pay the break.
I appreciate that tip.
I pay the total, and then she'll just tip.
That's even better. That's teamwork there.
See, a lot of times I don't even have cash, so listen. Either I pay or you pay. Yeah. Look, I try to have cash on me now.
It literally because I know that's how it goes. Depends on the vibe. That's it. It's just the vibe. Like, and I feel like I've said this before. Like, as humans, we take this shit too damn serious. And I get it's our lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get we take dating like really serious. And I'm like, yo, just the point of it is to have fun. So, and then potentially it can get, I said potential like 50 times in this show. I know I did.
Take a shot every time he said potential.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it like 14 times. Whoever potential, y'all gonna get trashed. But no, like, we definitely, it can get challenging.
So what's the detriments of y'all settling? Like, what is the cause? What's the cause and what's the solution?
Man, my thing is this, right? I'm a little bit, I almost said the P word, but
said it enough.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
And she probably spit on the mic when she said that too.
Yeah, we definitely had the win.
That was like, poof.
Yo, nah, it's just the fact that if I get to know the girl too much, and I think we become more close friends, and we really just vibe and we can be together, it's feel like it's more loose. So I keep friend zoning the girls I think I should probably be with, because it would have actually.
That's too safe. You playing it too safe. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, now I'm like, all right, if I date this girl I hardly know, if it don't go well, it don't go well. But if I lose such and such, I'll be hurt. Because now I like her, and love her platonically, but I know it can possibly be even romantic too.
And we talking about the one that you know.
Yeah, and like the one that you know, because now I'm like, shit, now it's more of a loss. Because I like you platonically, and at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, you actually care for the person.
Yeah, and then it can get scary too. Like, because they still gonna be around if you're not like, because you know them, and so they still. It's like you ain't never gonna see her again.
Yeah,
so she's still gonna be around. So it can get a little crazy, get a little, get a little scary. But as adults, we should be able to,
we should be able to communicate. We should still be friends.
Move past it.
But I think we scared. One of us is gonna overreact about it. God damn, it's sour.
Stop being a bitch.
Damn.
Stop being a book.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's a word we said we was going to say. We said it. But I think that's what it is for me. And I was just like, yo, I really just be friend zoning them and then fucking with these cluckheads. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I gotta do better. I gotta take the risk. Because at the end of the day, like, if I know what I provide is some A1 shit, right, I need to get someone that can provide some A1 shit.
Do you feel like men? This is like
general.
Yeah, general. Do you feel like men fall in love quick or not?
Man,
not quick. Like, do you feel like we fall in love? Like, what's the duration of
I think once this is what I'm going through, right? So I have girls like that be like trying to hook up with me. So they got, that's one thing. If you try to hook up with a guy, you got to understand, especially with me, I'm a little slower with it. So I'm not going to be like, you're going to be like, yeah, I like you. You already been thinking about me for weeks and thinking about the approach. I haven't been thinking about you at all, man. So let me give it the thought. Or I've been thinking about you for weeks and I understand it might take a while to get used to, and you may not have thought about it, but I have. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think it takes some time to actually fall in love. But like, it depends on when the spark starts, and the spark doesn't start at the same time for each person.
Yeah, that's just this is a general question because that's just because
I feel like
it can be all kinds of time.
I love you as a friend first, probably before I even like you like this.
Like falling in love, I definitely been in love with somebody. So, and
all right, so y'all want to hear my rebuttal to this whole entire podcast? Because I feel like women settle as well for y'all niggas. I think we settle because there is a shortage of the type of niggas that we actually would want to be with long term. And statistically speaking, with all of that, like women, we want a guy who has his shit together, meaning, all right, money, car, home, business, or career. And I forget the statistics, but it's like, what, 10%, especially as a black man? Y'all are only like 10% of that.
It's like less than that.
Less than 10%?
Well, less than 10% make over 100,000. Because I'll be quite honest, I was doing the math, and girls be asking for a minimum of $100,000 from a man.
That's a standard.
Because
that's a very.
Because you gotta think about, y'all want the vacations, right? And we don't want to go Cancun every year. We want to go to Italy, Greece, all that good stuff, and still have time for the kids. You are literally, and you want a nice home, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't want hoopies, right?
Right.
So, and you're asking for pretty much someone, if you're not working that much, you ask for someone who's making at least $100,000 in PA. Because there's no way that they can afford all that. Because if you got a good home and stuff, and you got like more than 3 bedrooms, you spend like 5 to 6 G's all together in a household. Plus, your kids still gotta eat because you make too much now. Yeah. Then you still gotta buy nice clothes you want.
I mean, if you feel like you deserve it, then that's what you
go for it. But
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of women, they settle because like it's very rare to find these men, and like we get the littlest piece of what we want, and we're like, all right, like we can work with this. We can see a little bit of
fix them up.
We can fix them up, build them up to be this, and then a lot of Black men, they're going to other races to find their happiness.
I can vouch.
So,
yeah. Not to that extent, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, so now the 10% is cut into like 5 or 3.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's
not to speak no more, but we see what's going on. So
they definitely other races definitely be like, that's a good Black man. And they be like as soon as
they don't even have to put worms on the fishing hook. Boop, just throw it out in the water.
Yeah, because they
and y'all niggas is biting.
I think it is like Black women and Black men. We have different standards for each other than we have for other races. We have unfair standards. So Black men got unfair standards for other races, and Black women got unfair standards for other races. As in, like, I'm trying to think how I'm gonna explain this.
I'm thinking like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, expectation-wise are different for other races. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the expectations are lower for a different.
We could be, like, feisty and stuff, but that's not deemed, like, sexy as far as opposed to other races. Like, Latinas, they're sexy when they're feisty. White women, they're sexy when they're feisty. Like, women, we're aggressive and angry.
That's the cliche society.
That's the cliche. Yeah. So when you think about it that way, all right, like our chances of finding what we actually want, like being, as far as settling and seeing what the options are, 9 times out of 10, a Black woman is settling.
Yeah, and it's like y'all settle because, like you were saying, it's a little bit. The options are thinning.
Thin.
And it's like you have to settle because you have to.
We have
you
to.
Have to. So y'all settle more because you have to. We settle because we just.
And a lot of Black women, we want to be with Black men. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of us really prefer Black men, even though, we're.
Now, it's because I have definitely been in situations, and I've definitely heard of. Because I date interracially, so
nothing wrong with interracial. By the way,
I've been in conversations where they was mad at that.
For
interracial?
Yeah, they were mad that I was dating somebody out of my race. And that's not for real. That's terribly.
It's tricky waters with that.
Like that's. But who are you to tell me what race I should be dating? Who are you to tell me? Like you're upset about that.
Yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson.
So I feel like it's only wrong when you do it trying to slight the Black women. Oh. I only think that it's wrong when you do it to be like, oh, well, Black women, they're too aggressive. They don't submit. They don't do anal.
Wow.
They can get there. You know what I'm saying? Not.
Listen, man.
I fucked him up with that one.
Yeah. My comment was at the second one. When you said anal, I was like,
what?
I already said it, but I'm like, not for that. Like,
I fucked him up.
Yeah.
Damn.
It wasn't for that. But nah, it's definitely they have definitely been upset, and I don't know if they wasn't upset at me, but it was like, why are you? That really upset them, and like you just said, that if we don't negatively do it though, like just because we don't want to be with Black women.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's not a cool.
That's what it is.
But I think
don't want to be slighted just because. Yeah.
But I think I've been slighted, and that's what I mean. This is a whole nother episode we're gonna go to too. By the way, guys, it's gonna be a great episode. Oh, what is a Black man, and what society makes a Black man look? Because this is what I mean. This is how I've been slighted. When people talk to me, even Black girls, I've said this. Oh, I expect you to date white girls or Asians. Apparently, I look like I only date white girls and Asians.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of black guys too. So,
but why is my type that?
What are the chances that you don't?
But why do I seem like I date only white girls?
Oh, you're saying?
Oh, somebody said that.
Yeah, many, like at least 5 or 7 people have told me. I didn't think. White women. Yeah, like I date white girls. I seem like I date white women and Asians.
Yeah, I don't get where they would say that. I wouldn't just say that.
I look like you date a certain race.
Off the bat, I would just think that all right, like there's a good chance that you really don't date black.
I've heard the woman. I'm lying, like I'm Kevin.
Well,
I've heard not towards me, but I've heard a conversation. I physically heard a conversation when someone was like, when a girl was like, "Yeah, he date white women."
Yeah,
I feel like I do see those guys that look like they only date white women.
But I think that's not right because at the end of the day, like for me, I might not have the traditional black swag or something like that, I guess.
But it's the same. I just, first of all, relax on it because I just feel like it's the same as you seeing a white woman and you know that they only date black niggas.
They could tell with the lace front, with the edges. You got the edges. Exactly. You got the grippers.
You know what white women only date black
niggas.
You can tell walking up. First of all, if you go into a black club and you see 2 white bitches, they looking for white niggas. I mean black niggas. Definitely.
No, that's
definitely truth.
And then another thing is that you can't control who you're attracted to.
Exactly.
So it ain't my fault. It's just human nature. It's the human nature in me to just be attracted to this person at the time.
What I'm telling y'all black guys that love the white women, Asian women, Latino women, leave us black women out of it.
Yeah, just don't date it because
it's like
I don't date black women. It should never be it should never be a conversation. Yeah. I don't date black women because it should never be none of that. Like it should never be none of that. It shouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah. It should be I like this specific person.
Yeah, it's who they are. Like the hell with their color. Yeah. For real.
So that was just my little
and that's crazy because like it's the same black men that's saying that, and then they'll be like, because I'm pretty sure in my young days I probably definitely said some shit like that because I was probably just being an asshole. But I know like it's the same men that say that shit, but it's like I got a little sister that's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Your mama black.
Yeah, exactly. I came out of a black woman. So for me to say anything of that nature is completely degrading as hell. Like, it is not cool. It's not cool.
I don't understand that y'all don't understand. Like, not your
right.
But the people
absolutely.
who think that. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that.
I mean, at the end of the day,
give us some respect. We birthed y'all motherfuckers. Yeah. Okay.
We respect you. We respect you.
Fought for the rights. For referee, okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy as hell because it's like it's a whole other topic, but even like the whole different styles of what black women can do, and like what they hair and shit like that. That shit different. That shit different. I know that's a whole
John, but we gonna like cool it down, y'all. We definitely hit all the bars in this John. Anyways, we gonna wrap it up.
I appreciate you, man.
So where can we find you, T? Where can we listen to some more T?
Spotify, Tipsy Talk With Tee, and Anchor as well. It's a podcast and platform. Instagram, T-Raw the ruler _ between each letter or each word. T_raw_ the DA_ ruler RULER. And reach out to me. I'm here. I'm around.
Damn, well, you can follow me on Instagram as well. Mary the Virgo. You know, us Virgos, we sit together. You already know where we be at. We sit together.
Find me in the booth. Peace.
It's medium ghetto when we think you watching for listening, viewing, and tuning on in. Joining the left of the facts for summers to cap. We can't wait till we do it again. You know we love you and we gonna see you next time again. Thank you for joining the gang. If they ask about us, don't fret. Just tell them we medium ghetto. It's all in the name. Yeah.